Hey everyone, welcome back to Golden Papery. It's been a hot minute. It's been 3 months to be exact since our last video. So thank you again for being patient and flexible with me as I navigate being a mom to a child who has a lot of doctor's appointments. So again, thank you for your flexibility. We are doing great. We have been coming along and I am excited to finally get back into this, or I hope that I can get back into this. But just because I have not made a video does not mean that I'm not planning in my planner. And as you can see here, I switched out of the Steel Classics binder, and that is just because it did not work for me. Personally, I think you guys noticed from the first couple of videos, like I just felt it was not great material. It felt kind of cheap. And every time that I would close it, like it was just so hard to close because you had to find like the right spot to snap it in. So I just didn't like that. So I switched out of that and just went into this domino, I believe it's a domino style or diamond from Filofax, but it is still in the A5 template. So I will make sure to try to link that in the description if you like it. But it's shown up in a couple of other videos before, so it's just temporary while I find the new binder. But I didn't want to be wasteful, so I figured let's just get something that has already worked in the past. And for this month, we are just doing a quick flip through of my last week of April, since I'm not going to try to plan everything on camera anymore because that just takes a lot of time. But I printed out this monthly planner template from Day Designer, and I just simply added a key of all the things that I track. So that includes like my husband's events, mine, my kiddos, and then anything that's family related. So we do have a wedding this upcoming month, and then our little one, newest addition, has quite a few appointments as you can see there. Lots of therapy, lots of PT, OT. So we're getting all the things done. And then school is finally coming to an end for my 6-year-old, which is amazing because now we can try to just relax, go spend some time, whatever time that we do have with our families, and just get ready for summer. But I'm doing also just slight planning for the rest of the days that I hadn't done or completed for this week. But I'm also going to show you guys what are some of the projects that I have going on at work because, yes, we're still working full time. And yeah, so this is still the Steel Classics planner pages from them. It's the daily pages template that I'm using, and they have like a monthly reset of like what are some of your goals, your habit tracking. And so I'm just quickly adding some of my self-care goals that I have for this month, which is May. And I have been working so hard in concentrating on my health because, quite honestly, I needed to. Went to a couple of doctor appointments, and we're monitoring some of the organs that we're worried about. So nothing too crazy. Just I personally hadn't gotten into like a postpartum workout routine, and I'm finally doing that. So that has been both good because we're doing good, but also it's exhausting. So, don't recommend, just kidding, I do recommend. But the healthy eating and just increasing my water intake has been a game changer. So, I feel good with just that. But as you can see here, we have the last week of April. So, I did have a couple of projects, lots of meetings. One of the changes that happened in the past couple of months is that they put me on a different team. So previously I was part of like an HRIS team, which is kind of like HR and IT, but now I'm part of a business intelligence team. So with that has come many different responsibilities as far as the different projects that I have to manage. and also different responsibilities with, managing a data warehouse, a managed instance, working with Microsoft Azure, if you're not familiar with that. Just a lot of geek terms. So yeah, it's been good. I like the change. I like the challenges, but as you guys know, it was kind of not at the perfect time because we also started our clinical trial for my son who has dwarfism back in March. And then we also got a helmet or what's it called? Like a plagiocephaly, brachycephaly helmet to kind of help with his head shape. I'll link my personal blog that I've been kind of just writing out our journey in case if you guys want to follow along with that. But it's been good, but it's just been busy. There were times where I was going to Houston twice a week and then it was once a week, and now we are finally in like a once every other week Houston appointment. So it's been easier for me since I have been the primary caregiver driving and working with the doctors while my husband takes care of our 6-year-old at home. So it's been a good change, but also like I said, not the best change when you were trying to work out also like your new family routine. So that's why I had to kind of take a step back from a lot of the responsibilities that I did have under my plate. At work, I'm trying to close out all the projects that I can so that I don't have that many on my plate and try to really limit some of the tasks that that I'm being put on. But I do like the learning opportunity, so it's kind of like a love-hate situation. Not really a love-hate situation, but just like ooh, I really want to do this, but do I have the time to do this? So with that also, like I said, we are doing a helmet cranial technology for baby. So he's been going through all of that. And I'm just writing down all of these different appointments. Thankfully, this week we didn't have any medical appointments aside from only Friday. As you can see there, I have a CT appointment, which is when I go to Katie, and I schedule them so early so that I can be like the first one and the first one to leave. But I'm also using the, I forgot what they're called, but like the zigzag dot markers to use as like a to-do list. And you can see here that I have so many to-do lists. So what I try to do is add like a project on the schedule. So I'll add like the time, what project I'm working on, and then like different tasks that I need to do for that certain project. Truthfully, on this team and for the majority of my recent career now, I tend to work on like 2 things each day. And I know that seems like, whoa, you're not getting much done. No, it is work that takes hours of development, coding. And so it really is hard to like schedule block times when you're also trying to take care of a baby at home. So like I said, it's just been a journey trying to figure out the best routine. I think what's so great about this time frame where my baby is finally turning 7 months, he's getting into a routine of being able to do things independently, like watching a little bit of cartoons and like sensory development and working with his like hands and coordination and things like that. So lots of different stations that we have while I get work done. But as you can see, the schedule is scheduling. I don't even know if that's a word, but what I mean is like the schedule is just so busy. Friday is payday, yay. I'm excited because this week's paycheck is like our fun paycheck where we try to buy things that we also want. But Mother's Day is coming up next week, and wait, 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks next week. So I also have to figure out all the gifts, ship them out, purchase it, and also try to find a wedding guest dress within the next 2 weeks or so. Then Saturday, I would like to go get my nails done. So I want to go get a pedicure, do some self-care. But this week, we're just concentrating on relaxation because the month of May is going to be so hectic. We just have a lot of appointments as far as medical wise. My daughter has her, school, and we got her appointments like dentist and all of that. So I feel like it's crazy. It's like the calm before the storm. So the planner has really helped with keeping me sane when I am working. So that is the reason why you're seeing throughout these pages. These are my tasks, these are the projects. Don't forget this. I'm adding even like stickers of like contact this, email this person, blocking out different work times like 15-minute breaks. And I'm using also the Maddie plans like task cards or task management cards where you use the page flags and then you reuse those every time. Those have been amazing. And also my stickers. You guys know how I love my stickers. It's been great. This planner template has been great. But even though I am printing out the monthly template from the Day Designer, I'm pretty sure I'm going to go and look for a different monthly template because I feel like it's too small. And I would like to have a section where I just write out all the different appointments that are happening. And that'll just be easiest for me because I can just like cross them out as they move along. But other than that, nothing else is new. We still have like our personal trackers, as you guys can see on my monthly habit tracking in the beginning, where I have little goals that I'm tracking. I'm exercising almost every day except Sunday, and then I'm reading again. I had not read in like 2 months. So I finally picked up a book, finally subscribed to Kindle Unlimited again, and it's been good. And then some of the additional things that I have been using on my planner are the meal templates. So this is also from the Steel Classic Planner. And I'm writing down all of the meals on the left side, and then the right side is just kind of a grocery list. And then under the health section, I added the vaccination schedule that my son has and when he's getting that, and also my own personal workouts, which I have been using ChatGPT to help me with. So, like I said, we are getting the things done here. We're using the full extent of the planner, and we'll see what comes along next week. Thanks for joining.